What is up, guys? This is Alex from Double Move Sports back with another video. Today I am getting into the Green Bay Packers in their top 5 free agent targets. Free agency is coming up quick. At the time of this recording, we are about a week out, so things are going to get crazy. These videos have been a ton of fun. It's been awesome to talk about all these different teams, all these different players, because the free agent class this year could be so deep, deeper than we have ever seen before. So hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, but let's go ahead and jump into these top 5 free agent targets for the Green Bay Packers. And number 1 on the list shouldn't be a surprise. It's Will Fuller, wide receiver from the Houston Texans. He's a guy who's had his name floated around in trade rumors, trade discussions with Green Bay in the past. And at 26 years old, he would give the Packers and Aaron Rodgers even more firepower on this offense. He would be the perfect complement to Davante Adams. And Fuller is coming off of a career season, and although he will miss the first game of 2021 due to suspension, he would be a huge asset to this Packers team, a huge lift from last year. And no hate on MVS or Allen Lazard. They are fine NFL wide receivers, but they would be much better as the wide receiver 3 and wide receiver 4 for the Green Bay Packers. Will Fuller would be such a threat on this offense. He would open some things up for Davante Adams too. And I would love to see how Aaron Rodgers could use all of those weapons. We haven't seen them have a trio of weapons since, Jordy Nelson days with Randall Cobb, and James Jones mixed in there as well. I know there were other guys in and out with Adams young in his career, but if they were able to have Adams, Will Fuller, and an emerging Robert Tonyan, along with some of those other receivers they have on their roster, the offense would be very good. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2, and it's Aaron Jones. In this setting, we're going to say, hey, the Packers need to prioritize bringing back one of their own. And one thing I will say about this list, I know they're not going to be able to sign all these guys. They don't have the cap space for that, but these are just kind of in order the guys that I would love to see them target. So for the Packers, Aaron Jones could bring some continuity to this Packers offense moving into 2021. I know A.J. Dillon is on the roster. They spent a second-round pick on him last season. But Aaron Jones is a dynamic, versatile back who can do literally everything. You're not getting that from A.J. Dillon. And at 26 years old, I know Aaron Jones is probably going to want a bigger contract, but this would just allow the Packers offense to kind of run it back. The offense was great in 2020. Rodgers won the MVP. So this would allow them to keep things together and use that offense in 2021 to try to make a Super Bowl run as they make improvements on the defensive side of the ball as well. Moving down the list to number 3, we will get into some defense, and I have Jarrell Casey here, defensive tackle, and the Packers really need help on the interior of their defensive line. They had some trouble stopping the run in 2020, and although Casey is recovering from an injury, he would be a great veteran presence to bring into Green Bay and help stop the run. Other options in play at defensive tackle could be guys like Kawan Short, Sheldon Rankins, but I think bottom line is the Packers do need to go after some interior D linemen, get some help there in that facet of the defense, and Jarrell Casey would be a great target for them. But let's go ahead and move on to number 4. It's Marvin Jones, wide receiver, and if the Packers are not able to land one of these big name free agent wide receivers, I think Marvin Jones would be a great veteran option. He is reliable. He's a guy who could slide right in as their number 2. Again, stepping in front of Allen Lazard or Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He would give Aaron Rodgers a deep threat. He would give Aaron Rodgers a red zone threat. And already having Davante Adams, Robert Tonyan on that roster, maybe Aaron Jones, we'll see if they do bring him back. But Marvin Jones would be a great lift to this Packers team and would really give Aaron Rodgers a new weapon that he could trust. And last but not least, number 5 on my Green Bay Packers free agent priority list is Patrick Peterson, cornerback. And he's had a great career with the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, he's getting a little bit older, but the Packers do have an opportunity to upgrade in the secondary. Kevin King is going to be a free agent as their number 2 corner, and I think he could definitely be on the way out. So Peterson would be a nice veteran to upgrade this secondary alongside stud corner Jair Alexander. Patrick Peterson is getting older, but he's still playing at a very solid level. He would be a great veteran presence for this defense. He still can make plays. And this Packers D needs to improve in 2021. So Patrick Peterson would be an incredibly fun signing for the Green Bay Packers. So really quickly, I'll roll back through the list. Number 1, Will Fuller. Number 2, Aaron Jones. Number 3, Jarrell Casey. number 4, Marvin Jones, and number 5, Patrick Peterson. We will see what the Packers do if they do decide to make some splash signings in free agency. We'll see how their cap space shakes out and what they can make work. But this would be incredibly fun to see. We'll see what happens here in the next week or so as we do get into 2021 NFL free agency. Drop in the comments below who you want to see the Packers go after and also what teams you want to see me break down next. But again, this is Alex from Double Move Sports, and we'll see you next time.